Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Mostly From Scratch. I am your host Mr. Munchies, and I would just like to start out by saying thank you to everybody who has viewed my videos either on YouTube or Facebook, and a special thanks to all my YouTube subscribers. Thank you for helping support my channel. So today I am going to show you how to make guacamole. Now a lot of people love it, but not too many people know how to make it. So let's get into it. You're going to need 2 or 1, depending on how much you want to make. These are Hass, H-A-S-S avocados. You don't want to use the big green hard avocados, the Florida avocados. You want to use the Hass. And to tell if they're ripe and ready to go, they should be kind of a reddish brown and they should be soft. Okay, just like that. Okay, so we have our avocados. Then you're going to need some tomatoes, some garlic, onion, and hot pepper. I have a poblano on hand, so I'm going to use that. You can use a jalapeno, or you can even skip the hot pepper if you want. Some fresh squeezed lime juice. I'm not going to use all of that. Some salt and some pepper. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to do the whole thing on the cutting board, or the cutting mat, and we're going to start out with our avocados. All right, so sharp knife. Always be careful with your knives. A sharp knife is a safe knife. Just split those open. Oh yeah, look at that. That is perfectly right. Should be nice and green around the outside. Actually, ideal would be like that green all the way through. So let's take our seed out. Simple enough. Get a bowl, put that in. Split our other one. Oh yeah, that one's nice and soft too. Look at that. Get our pit out of there. Now we're just going to take a spoon and scoop it right out of the skin. Look how easy that is. Get all that good stuff off of there. You know, I try to structure my videos as if this is a cooking class, unlike a video that is just showing you, look what I made. So sometimes they may run on a little bit long, but I want you to have all the information you need to get these dishes made. And if I ever leave out any vital information, let me know in the comment section below, because my goal, get that off of there, is to have everybody making something good to eat. A little bit of stem, get that stem out of there. Okay. That will get a little messy. You'll get this stuff on your hands. It washes right off. I don't know anybody that's died from having avocado on their hands. Okay, so we got our avocado out of our skin. I'm going to grab a paper towel to wipe my hand. Okay. Now, we're going to take our garlic. 1 clove. It's not too big. Get that minced up. And you know, when you're always trying to do something in a speedy manner, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Like getting that skin off that garlic. Alright, get this minced up. Now if you don't have fresh garlic, If you don't have fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder. Knife skills. Practice your knife skills. And I was thinking about doing a tutorial on knives and their uses. If you guys think that's a good idea, if you want a little bit of knife knowledge, let me know, because it's just like anything else, the right tool for the job. I mean, you can drive a nail with a pair of pliers, but a hammer does a much better job. Alright, we've got our garlic minced. Now we're going to take some onion. I happen to have a purple one, and get some of that. Now this recipe is not so much ingredient amount. This is one of those things where you are just going to have to do it to taste. And you can always adjust it to suit your own taste, of course. I don't particularly care for cilantro. A lot of people put cilantro in their guacamole. If you don't care for cilantro like myself, you can use parsley. Parsley has a little bit similar taste to cilantro. It's just not as strong. I believe, I may be wrong, and you can probably fact check me on this, but I think parsley and cilantro are basically in the same family. Alright, now get this minced up nice and small. See if we can keep it all on the board. What do you think? Is that small enough yet? A little bit more. We really don't want big chunks of onion in our guacamole. So we'll get that all diced up, minced up nice and small. And the vapors are starting to hit my eyes. Oh boy. So you might see Mr. Munchie's crying over this one. Alright, we got our onion minced up. Now we're going to chop up some tomato. Just do a rough chop on these. Yeah, I think I'm going to do one more. Make sure we don't have any big chunks in there. Still see a couple of chunks. Let me get these. Okay, now we got our tomato done. Now we're going to do a little bit of poblano. Now these are pretty hot, so you might, if you're not familiar with them, you might want to give them a try first, because it's comparable, if not more, heat than a jalapeno. You might want to check the Scoville scale on that. A little bit more. And anytime you handle hot peppers like this, you know, see I'm doing it with my bare hand, don't touch your face, don't touch anything on your body, because you'll transfer that capsaicin oil and you will be suffering. Especially if you rub your eyes. And wash your hands, get that out from underneath your fingernails, use a good degreasing soap like Dawn, because I'm telling you what, it may be an hour or two later and you rub your eye or something, yeah, you're going to be wishing you didn't. It's going to be like somebody hit you with pepper spray, if not worse. Alright, let's get these minced nice and small here. Almost to the point where it's starting to liquefy. A little bit more. Okay, I think that'll do it. Get that pepper off my finger. Okay, so we got our stuff chopped. Let me pull the camera down here so you get a closer look at that. Bam, look at that. Alright, now if I can get this back in the same spot that it was in. Without it falling over. Okay, here we go. Now, take your fork, and all you're going to do is start mashing up your avocado. Oh, look at that, I got a stem in there. Avocado by itself to me is just kind of a little bland. It's not something I really like to eat, or it's not something I eat on its own. A lot of people like to slice it up and put it in a salad or put it on a sandwich. I really don't care for it that way. But everybody's got their own taste, right? Okay, that's pretty mashed. That's mashed up nice. That's right. Now we're going to throw some black pepper in there. A couple grinds of salt. Avocado on the salt. There you go. Mash that in a little bit. And now start scooping in the rest of our ingredients. And just mash it up. Mix it around. Make sure everything's incorporated. Now if you want like super smooth, creamy, like baby food type of guacamole, if you have a food processor or one of those countertop choppers, you can run it through that and it'll be as smooth as the day is long. Now we're going to add just a little bit, let me grab a spoon here, of this lime juice. That's maybe a teaspoon, not even a teaspoon, I'd say half a teaspoon. Don't want to overdo it because that is fresh lime juice, so it's pretty strong. And mix that in. Your lime juice is acidic, so it'll help keep your guacamole from turning brown, because once the air hits the avocado, it starts to oxidize and it'll turn brown. And also the tomato, which has acid in it, will help prevent that as well. Now, you know, guacamole is really not one of the most appetizing looking dishes you'll ever see. I mean, it's not as pretty as chicken cordon bleu, but it is tasty. There we go. Guacamole. Look at that. Now, of course, everything is better after it sets because the the ingredients open up and everything starts to mingle. But it's ready to eat now. So I am going to grab some chips, or a chip. A tiny chip. I'm going to open a new bag. I'm sorry, that was probably pretty noisy. Chip, guacamole. Say hello. Let's give this a try. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's got that perfect balance of onion and tomato. That is super good. Yeah, you give this a try. I mean, that was pretty easy, right? That took what, about, I don't know, 7-8 minutes to make, maybe? Give it a try. Let me know what you think. If you're watching this on Facebook, please, shoot me a comment. Share it with your friends. If you are watching this on YouTube, once again, share it with your friends. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe. Help support my channel. And if I left anything important out, please let me know. So this has been another episode of Mostly From Scratch. I am your host, Mr. Munchies. So everybody plate up and chow down.